He had 3 or 4 harmonicas on top of the keyboard.
Yeah.
But I couldn't resist, I pinched one of them. Put it down my sock. Right.
Sorry, Patty.
Yeah, but I love it.
I love it. Right.
So it's not always been there, the M6.
No.
That's it. So you would have been talking early 60s.
It certainly wasn't there in Roman times, was it?
I wish someone would come along and run into the reggae, come on. That's it. Now that is the lad who went on to deal heroin in the north of England, big time. And he got done, and I think he's in Nick right now in Canada.
Would you get him free to the games?
Oh, we did anyway. We just climbed over the bloody fence at the back. I never paid, never ever paid.
You're like a cat on gasoline.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great line. I'm going to use that in a song.
Calm down, calm down.
Calm down.
Yo,
Calm down.
yeah. And all these,
I'm Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, I know that.
Was I on time?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you always are.
Exactly.
The Bible was somewhere I stood on to get the biscuits off the top shelf. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you're happy, then I'm happy. If you're not happy, I'm still happy. Everything's so sweet when life's a beach. Yeah, if you're happy, then I'm happy. If you're not happy, well, I'm still happy. And every day's complete when life's a beach. Your life's a beach.
Life's a beach.
Oh, life's a beach.
Hey, it's Barry Upton here with another of BAZZA's Beach Walks. And you know I love to have interesting characters walking along with me here on Pattaya Beach. And I've got a great character. I've known him for many, many years. He's a great friend. It's SCOUSE Paul.
Just to let you know, we're in Thailand. That is the national anthem. Hey,
Is it really?
that's the national anthem.
Oh, was it really? Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Beach
Here
story.
we are in the east of Asia, where Alan Wicker used to walk with his clipboard many years ago.
Southeast Asia. Now, you obviously, SCOUSE Paul, you're from Liverpool originally.
Merseyside, yeah.
Yeah. What was life like when you were growing up?
Barry, I have to pinch myself here. Here I am swimming in these exotic waters.
Right.
After swimming in the Manchester Ship Canal, the Bridgewater Canal, and the River Mersey as a kid growing up. But we all did.
Yeah.
We all did. That's how we learned. And if somebody had have said to me then,
You'd be in paradise.
yeah, I used to say to them, what do you want to leave here for? This is paradise. And that is the gospel truth. But when I really sort of started growing up and travelling, itching all over the, thanks to the M6.
You actually started growing up because I'm not sure that you've ever grown up, really.
Yeah, I've got about a string of girls who testify to that, believe me. In fact, I've kept a letter to this day that says,
Yeah.
in big blue print, and I'll bring it one day, just prove the point. It says, grow up, Joe. I said, that's me. You know,
Paul Jones.
yeah.
Right. So you grew up in Liverpool, and you like rugby, don't you?
I'm a big rugby fanatic.
Right.
Yeah.
And you, if I remember rightly, you told me once, you know, how you used to walk miles and miles and miles to go to a rugby match.
Oh, yes. I've walked from when Warrington played Wigan, which is a big rugby league sort of match-up in the north. I walked the 13 miles to the stadium.
Did you have a big family?
4 brothers, 2 sisters,
Right.
and my mum and dad.
And I always remember you saying that, you know, you had to be careful about saying grace, closing your eyes. Why was that?
Well, we didn't have a set meal time. We didn't have we didn't sit round the table. We were all wild, Barry, growing up.
Yeah.
I was out most of the day, running around,
Yeah.
playing. So if I came home, my mum would say, your dinner's in the oven, plated up, what's left of it? And there'd be 2 big skid marks in the mashed potatoes, right, where the sausage was.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
hence the joke. We didn't say grace because somebody would pinch you And I'm still a bit like it to this day, you know.
Then dig your sausage.
I've had half of your breakfast many times.
Yeah. Look over there. There's an elephant. Look. Dig your sausage. So that was like what life was like growing up.
Yeah.
And then you got the urge to travel, and you have travelled all over the world.
I've
Many
been,
places.
how that started is associated with swimming.
Right.
Because we all used to get together and we'd dive off the bridge, showing. I've still got a clip somebody took of me diving at 72 off the very bridge.
Yes.
Where I learned to swim, off that bridge.
Wow.
And I'll get it to you sometime, you'll see it.
Yeah.
And we all used to say, oh, this is great, school holidays, couldn't wait to come. Because that's where we'd spend all our time, along that canal.
Right.
Barges would come along and would say, throw us a rope, mister. They'd throw a rope off the back and we'd hang on. Who could go the furthest? And sometimes I've ended up nearly in Manchester and ran back. That's where all my fitness came from.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you believe it.
Well, that was good training.
Yeah, hanging on a rope in the water, going along, and the barge pole just laughed his head off.
And you've always been very sort of kind of, you can work your way into any situation because you're a good talker, aren't you? You love talking to people.
My mother used to say, you never kissed a bloody stone, you swallowed it.
No, but I've seen you in action, right? You can meet absolutely anybody.
Well, I did yesterday.
Yeah.
I was on the beach.
Yeah.
There's quite a cute little Russian that I've had my eyes on. And she's getting on a bit,
How
but
old are you now?
I'll be 18 in August.
Okay, right.
Right.
Still a young
Yeah,
lad.
so I've still got the clean in me.
A young virile lad.
But it's always a challenge to me. So she heard me playing the mouth organ, because
Yeah.
I'm always chigging away practicing.
Right.
And we started chatting again. I've already said hello to her during the past week. And now we're engaged in a bit of conversation. And look at it. Another couple that I always waved to, who never spoke to, got up and came past us to go home. And they were Russian. So next minute,
Well, they should have slowed down a bit.
yeah, they were Russian.
Always a joke, right?
Yeah. So they were now engaged in, and it ended up where the sun gone down. It was dark, and we were still there, nattering. But this woman, Barry, she was very gracious. She kept saying, Paul, we're sorry, we're talking Russian, we must talk English with you. And I said, no, it's okay, it's no problem. But the amazing thing was, this woman had been on a course in Brighton.
Oh, which is where you live.
You see where
How
I
long
live?
have you lived in Brighton now? It's in the south of England.
First went to Brighton when the men landed on the moon, 1969,
Oh, right.
precisely.
Okay.
That's when I entered the beaches of Brighton. Of
And
course,
what was it about Brighton that attracted you, compared to Liverpool?
women. Not swimming, women.
Women. Okay. What? It was quite a vibrant atmosphere there, was it?
Barry, you'd have loved it because you're not that far behind me in age. And
Well,
culture.
I used to go to Brighton for my holidays, but that was because my family, my aunties,
Right.
used to live
I
there.
remember
We
you
lived
said.
in Luton, so Brighton
Yeah.
was tropical.
Brighton's been good to me. I've had many relationships of all different sorts there. With women. The girl who said grow up Jonesy
Yeah.
was an actress. She was in B movies. Jackie DeCosta. You can look all this up.
Right.
And she was a big friend, talking about music, of Bev Martin, who was a big star at the time,
Right.
who went on to have an affair with Paul Simon. And that's what split her marriage up to John Martin, the famous guitarist.
Okay.
No? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
There's a bit of information. But John's dead now. I actually met John.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, I used to go around Bev's house in those days.
Yeah.
Out for a jam bussy or a cup of tea, you know what I mean? And Jackie, Bev, you said one day, Paul, don't bang away on that guitar, which I was just learning at the time.
Yeah.
Right. She said, John, my husband's in there, he's watching his rugby. I said, rugby? I said, I'm a rugby man. So I knocked on the door. There he was, this John Martin, very famous.
Wow.
Sat there watching Scotland and France.
Yeah.
Because he's got Scottish heritage.
Okay.
He died in Ireland, but he's got Scottish background. We sat together and watched this game, me and John Martin.
Brilliant. Brilliant. But you've got a knack of talking to people, anybody. You can talk to anyone. You start talking about sport or what team do you support and all that sort of thing, and you can just speak to anyone. And you've been around the world doing this, haven't you?
I have.
What's the most unusual places you've been to?
Ooh, good question. Probably Wigan.
Wigan.
When I went on to play rugby, on quite a big scale.
Yeah.
I represented Warrington. I had trials with Warrington.
Okay.
And all this sort of. Oh yeah, I went through all those. In life, buddy, your life goes through phases.
Yes.
You're mad on this, or you're mad on that, or you're doing this, or And I was well into it. And what spoilt it was my temper. I couldn't take discipline because there was. What's that word? Your background.
Heritage.
Yeah, they've got all these people now that look after you.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Keep you in the spirit, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And my answer one night in training to the head coach at Warrington, which was a big thing in my day, but not now.
Yeah.
He said something to me and I went, I was dead cheeky. You what, mate? Who are you talking to? This sort of thing. And I just got the ball in my hand and I went, bang, booted it right up the field.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, you want the money for a taxi to go and get it? Meaning, this is how far I can kick the ball.
Yeah.
So we were full of daft little moments. And it was from that moment that I started itching down the M6, which had just been built.
Right.
So it's not always been there, the M6.
No.
That's it. So you would have been talking early 60s.
It certainly wasn't there in Roman times, was it?
That was Julius Caesar. Not me. Anyway, I had the bangs on the door. My mum had to answer the door and to get shut of them, because there was always like rent men banging away or someone after a few bob or whatever. You know what I mean?
And you used to hide behind the couch.
Yeah, that sort of thing. That was the growing up. That's what made it all fun. But we had the gift of laughing at everything.
Yeah.
You see, that was never a problem to me.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool people, especially, have always had a great sense of humour.
Yeah.
And that can get you through a lot of situations, can't
But it does. It does. Like with me now, when I meet, we always have the crack.
Yeah.
You never hear me come up or you come up and go, oh, have you seen what's happened?
You have been quite spiritual, haven't you? You've been to Jerusalem a lot.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, in search of spiritual
Awareness.
Right. And I was made aware, very aware. I've actually been in Gaza.
In what way? What way does it affect you when you're there?
Well,
in the Middle East.
If you've been a hard case like me, I'm not saying I'm an hard case fighting wise, fists.
Yeah.
I could play rugby, I could set knocks. I was that way. But you harden up to emotional things like a death of a family.
Right.
You don't show you crying. No. That was like part of the background of growing up in the north.
Stiff upper lip.
That's right, yeah. And the thing that triggered it off in Israel was I was in when I got the bus to Jerusalem for the first time from Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. The number 9 bus, and I've got a clear memory on things, Levi. You know that.
Right.
I walked to Jaffa Gate, and I just burst into tears. That began the melting of the art of ice. That began the breaking down of my hard exterior, my hard shell.
Yeah.
That was the beginnings. But I didn't know it at the time. I just knew I was crying my eyes out.
Really?
Oh yeah. Because there it was. Part of it, Barry, was because I fulfilled a promise I made to my mates and at the time, one Christmas, that I would have a Christmas Eve in Jerusalem.
Okay.
And I fulfilled it 2 times.
Right.
And my mum, I've took them back now, but I sent my mum a special Frank Christmas Eve card from Manger Square. So even though I didn't believe all that, or didn't know, it was more the case I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Because we never read the Bible. The Bible was something I stood on to get the biscuits off the top shelf. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Alan Wicker.
So, right, now we know you really well from Canterbury Tales Bookshop, and we always used to meet there, and we still do. And you always would pipe me in with a little jig. Give us a little jig.
A little jig.
Here we go.
My mother's Irish, by the way. She comes from Limerick. So she was always humming jig tunes, which I didn't know what it was, but I picked this up. It went.
Wonderful.
That sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Now that's going to pick anybody's spirits up, isn't it?
Yeah.
No matter where you are
So
in the world.
playing jigs and singing, as you know, you're in the music, as when you write your lyrics.
Yeah.
It's uplifting, even though you might be writing someone you've lost or going through shit with or whatever. It lifts your spirit.
Right, give us a bit of blues.
Here I am at Pattaya, at the bottom of the road, where the girls used to sit. That's when I first met Rose. That's when I first
play
met
with
Rose.
their toad.
Now, there's a place there which you will know. It's called Hard Rock Cafe. You play there, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
And I do all my swimming up near Sawyer 6 in the net.
Right.
So that's where I hang out.
Yeah.
And this is where I meet all these Germans.
You hang out near Soy 6.
Yeah.
The famous Soy 6.
Yeah. But
Right.
it's been a long time since I've actually done business up Sawyer 6. There used to be a little shop we used to pilfer from here and there, you know what I mean? And,
Brilliant.
now, if you go right round the corner, you couldn't really get round there easy in my day, you know, the early days.
The Dusset.
You have to climb over rocks and all that.
Dusset Tani.
But you can walk round there now easy.
Yeah.
But there's a rock formation around there, and I just dive off the rocks. That's my swimming spot. I was telling Helen, the Russian girl, all about it yesterday. In fact, I might take her there, you know what I mean?
Well,
So,
I'm sure you will. Bit of rock and roll.
yeah. Hey, a bit of rock and roll. It's only rock and roll, but I like it.
It's only Pattaya,
Yeah,
but
but
I love it.
it.
I love it. Now, you are not only a sports fan, but you've always been a great music fan, haven't you?
Oh, yes.
So, come on, what's your favourite style of music or band or artist?
I've always been for the early age jigs. Right, that's always been stable in my background.
Yeah.
But going on to, obviously, the Beatles, fantastic.
And you saw them play, right?
Yes.
In the
I-
early days.
I didn't even consider it brilliant, because we were in, I've looked around with this lad, and I think he's in Nick in Canada now.
Right.
They're doing drums. I've lost touch with him. Well, this going back to just before Kennedy got assassinated. We're talking about 62.
62, yeah.
See, I remember things by things that happened.
Events.
Yeah, that's right. And what's the saying then? We were into like any band that had maracas.
Really?
I was into Bo Diddley early on, right in the beginning. You know, you pretty thing, all that sort of stuff.
And the Rolling Stones, they started bringing maracas in. There you go.
And the
Not
crap,
Fade Away.
that's right. The crap was, we would go down to this place called the Hall, which many famous bands played there, but they were unheard of at the time.
Okay.
And we would stand outside, me and this lad, Alan Ellison, and the vans would roll up, you know, with the gear in.
Yeah.
Could be a VW or a battered up couple of cars.
Yeah.
And we'd go, hey, lads, give you a hand. And that was our entrance thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We'd grab an
You'd help them
amplifier.
in with the
Oh,
equipment.
they was over them.
And you were in.
Very. I wish that girl would come forward, whoever she was. There was me, Alan, and this other girl that was mainly there helping the Rolling Stones in, who were quite unknown then. I think it just made Not Fade Away,
Right.
right? So they were getting known, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certainly in the South they were known.
Sure.
And here we were in the dressing room with this, who I didn't know from Adam,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't into him.
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard him play, I loved him straight away because of what he did. They did Come On by Chuck Berry.
Come On.
That's right, Come On.
Right. Come
then,
On.
Then they just released Not Fade Away when they played in Warrington.
I wish somebody ran into and
Yeah.
ran
That's it.
into it and wreck it. Come on.
Everything is wrong. Me, my baby parted. All day long I'm working to get my car started. Late upon a job, can't afford to check it. I wish someone would come along and run into it and wreck it. Come on. That's it. And I remember this little
That was on the
blonde
very
hair,
first album. I got my parents to buy me a Ready Steady Go
Yeah.
album.
This little
I want to
blonde
be
hair
your man and come on.
who went on to be known as Brian Jones, who his name was.
Oh,
Brian.
okay, yeah.
He was there. I remember him well, but I didn't know him. I didn't know him to have a conversation with.
No.
Right.
And like when you saw the Beatles, did you think they were good? Or they were just another
It was
another
no
band?
more. I was getting to a point now. It was no more than Alan coming to work one day because we were both apprentices gasfitters.
Yeah.
That didn't last long. We both got sacked at the same time. Well, misconduct. It was stupid. We used to play tricks on each other at dinner time.
Yeah.
And someone threw some mashed potatoes. A sacrilege to throw food. And it hit Alan on the side of the face who was eating.
Yeah.
And he went, "Was that you?" So to this guy, to this kiddie. And so he picked a handful of mashed potatoes up off the plate next to it.
Yeah.
Not his, the
Yeah.
plate next to it. And a little bit of an argy-bargy started when we were rolling around on the floor. A bit of fisticuffs. It wasn't nothing.
It was
Really
the normal way of life.
There was no stabbing or anything like, and
No.
we got summoned
Thank
to the
goodness for
office and we both got a minute's notice.
Right.
Now that is the lad who went on to deal heroin in the north of England, big time. And he got done, and I think he's in Nick right now in Canada.
Ah.
Now, getting back to what you said about the vehicles,
Yeah.
he came to me in work one day, and never forget it. In those days, Barry, you had Boxing Day off, but you went back work the next day.
Right.
And it was just round about that time of the 63 blizzard. So I'm pinpointing the year here now.
Yeah.
And it was freezing. Of course, I just started playing rugby now. And we had a hand in putting all the straw on, helping out at Warrington, my professional club, putting all straw on the pitch, trying to
Okay.
get the game on.
Yeah.
But everything was postponed for about
Would you
3
get in free to the games?
Oh, we did anyway. We just climbed over the bloody fence at the back. I never paid, never ever paid. What is it? It was that bad, I wouldn't pay for it. And anyway, he came to me in work and he went, "Hey, Paul," he said, "I've got the Melody Maker here." And it was, you might remember all this.
I remember the Melody Maker,
Right.
of course.
And in it was featured
Music magazine.
a band who'd been voted the top Northern group.
Yeah.
And it was this band called the Beachwalks.
Ah.
Right. But it already had Ringo Starr in. They got
Okay.
him from Rolling Stone and the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Right. So he said, "Look at the venues." He said they're playing at Warrington. And they played at a place called, a little school, small brick building. Fucking, I don't know the name of it. And I arranged to meet Alan there, but we were only going, the women. We were only going, we were 15, 16.
Story of your life.
Yeah. I didn't know who the Beatles were, I didn't know what they were doing, blah, blah, blah. And I stood on the road, I'll never forget it, like I'm walking along with you now. And a little flotilla of cars come up, about 2 or 3. Shows how old the cars were. He wound the window down, whoever it was in the front. He went, "Hey, how did we get in here, la?" There's a school called Bell Hall,
Right.
right? And I said, "I don't know, lads. I'm just waiting for my mate. I didn't know who they were." And but later, when we actually got in, all the girls were dancing around their umbrellas and handbags. Of course, one had a long blonde hair, and that would have been Cynthia
Right.
with John Lennon.
Cynthia Lennon.
Yeah, right. And all I remember about this band was they were good, what they did. But I only remember because he sung Joe Brown's song, A Picture of You, for some reason. Of course, George Harrison went on to be a big mate of Joe Brown.
That's right.
In
They
later
played
years.
ukuleles together.
That's right. And he sung this song, In the Night There Are Sights to Be Seen. And the other song I remember him singing was Hey Baby, that Bruce Chanel used to sing. That's it. Hey, 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 baby, I want you to know, whoa, whoa. That one.
If you'll be my man.
And I think they did that.
Be
on
my girl.
That's it. I think they did that on an early LP. You know, so
By the way, can we just stop here? 'Cause
Yeah.
I love the look of this place. This is such a wonderful looking place, I think.
no, I've never really looked at that bad in across the road.
Yeah. But
So it's then.
that's what I'm saying. There's so many great things to see when
Yeah.
you're down here on Pattaya Beachfront. Look at that car. Isn't that fantastic? And I just love the colours, you know.
Yeah. Then you got the Hilton there. That seems as though it's always been here. Yeah, I saw that being built.
That's right.
Over years of coming here.
The Hilton over the Central Festival shopping mall. Yeah. No, it's just a wonderful area. I love it. So you were in the audience for the Beatles?
Yeah. The follow-up stories.
And what other bands? What other bands were there?
Well, mainly the Animals. They
Yeah.
played there. I used to be into because of
Searchers?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay.
But I'll tell you who we did see, and I'll surprise you now. Me and this lad Alan, we used to chat to the lads at the town every weekend.
Right.
Young lad, 15, 16. We started going to the 24-hour, the all-night blues thing in Manchester,
Right.
Twisted Wheel.
Yeah.
And one night, this band was on. Now, I know them now, but I didn't then. It was called the Graham Bond Organisation.
I remember them.
Eh?
Well, I remember the music.
Well, listen to this.
I never saw them.
He had 3 or 4 harmonicas on top of the
They were
keyboard.
quite modish, right?
That's it.
A little bit mod.
Yeah. No, they had,
Had some brass in it.
they had 3 or 4 harmonicas on top of the keyboard.
Yeah.
But I couldn't resist. I pinched one. Put it down my sock. Right. And when they come to this number where they needed that harmonica,
Yeah.
this guy Graham Bond went like that. You know, I must say it was here.
Because they're all in different keys, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you got to get the right,
I got G, and I always
the right
remember
harmonica for the right
it
key.
was black with stars on. Graham Bond shouted his bloke up to sing. And it was Long John Baldry
Okay.
in the Twisted
Very
Wheel.
important person in
And
the
give a guess who the backup band was.
Go on.
On the drums, Ginger Baker. Very early days.
Yeah.
And a very young Eric Clapton.
Wow.
And those one was dead shy at the end.
Well, John Mayall, he had a knack of getting all these great musicians
Yeah.
together, didn't he? Forming these little blues bands and stuff.
But I didn't know who they were at that day. We just knew who we liked and who we were glad to see.
Yeah.
And this Graham Bond was very, very good. Of course, John Mayall and all them came to my notice because of
Yeah.
liking the blues, and it was on the radio a lot, you know, John Mayall show.
Yeah.
And so that was my musical, but I didn't really get into my interpretation of playing music was singing one line of every song to girls just to chat them up. And that's all I
It's
learned.
just been very effective, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Get the harmonica out
yeah.
and
Give me a,
just go straight to their heart.
hopefully. And it wasn't until I got with this girl, Jackie DeCosta, the one who wrote You Are an Arsehole, Jones, you grow up. She was in B movies. You know, the old
Yeah.
Jackie, you could punch her name in, Jackie, see what you come up with.
Yeah.
Jackie, I was with her for ages.
Right.
And Jewish girl, very beautiful.
Yeah.
But when I met her, she was old. You know, her looks had gone, but she was still a character. She's come out on the beach with me swimming and all this.
Yeah. It's amazing to try and remember all these things, isn't it? Because these are great stories in your life.
Yeah,
And it's great to have a life full of stories.
Barry, they just roll out of me when I start like chatting to Helen. And I'm gasping, can't wait to get the next thing out, you know what I mean? I'm trying to impress her, see.
You're like a cat on gasoline.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great line. I'm going to use that in
Yeah.
a song.
And
It's mine, right? Don't lick it. I've just nicked it off him. You nick things anyway.
Yeah, of course you do. You know.
I started writing a song because somebody came up with an expression last night.
yes.
Magic mushroom milkshake. That's good, isn't it? So you're a bit of a philosopher, and it's like I said, a bit of psychologist when you're talking to people and stuff. You know, sum up life. The importance of life.
Belief. Something that will get you through.
Yeah.
I said this last night because of their background in Roman Catholic
Yeah.
stuff. Helen was on about Buddhism and all this.
Right.
And she said, I see you're a Buddhist. And I said, no. I said, I'm a Christian. I said, not religious. I said, I'm a Christian first. She said something interesting. I said, can you teach me a little melody from Russia that I could learn, that I could play to when I see you?
Yeah.
She said, no, but what you want to do, Paul, is go on what you do, eBay, whatever it is. Email. Google. He said a lot of the hymns, what we see.
He knows nothing about technology at all.
Right.
You're a technophobe, aren't
Yeah.
you?
An idiot. An idiot in paradise. A new program. And she said to me, somewhat quite discerning, she said, go on and listen to the hymns of Russia. You will pick up a nice melody.
Oh,
So
that's
obviously some catchy hymns.
yeah.
And I started playing like Wooden Heart, the German thing. And he recognised it, the other Russian.
Yeah.
And I said, something like this, that I can say, this is from
Play
Russia.
a little bit now.
You mean, I said, it's like me walking down the beach and I'm saying, excuse me, sir, where's Sawyer 14? And you say, down there, turn left, turn right, and you can't miss it. Now I've got to put belief that I'm going to get there in what you said.
Right.
So if I'm believing what, say, Jesus said, or God through Jesus, just say, put it in my terms, I have to maintain equilibrium when I'm going through a crisis, that I will get there. You know, like, I've got to...
Isn't that believing in yourself?
Yeah.
So are you saying that the whole point of it is to believe in yourself?
Believe in the spirit within yourself.
Okay.
Is illuminating the path, which
Okay, yeah.
we would call God.
But I don't know if you find, the way I do that, the older you get, the more experience you have
Yeah.
of life, right? And the more you can deal with life so much easier.
Yeah.
And everything becomes easier because of your experience.
I think in my world, that would be God's way of saying, calm down, calm down.
Calm down.
You know,
Calm down.
yeah. And, well, this morning, I could set the alarm last night, which I didn't. I do anyway. And I could say, the old devil could start tormenting me saying, oh, Barry, it's not reliable, he might not be there. And all these,
I'm Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, I know that.
Was I on time?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you always are.
Exactly.
Hey, up.
Just looking at the little pink car.
The pink.
This is how we met many years ago at the Canterbury Tales in Soy Childhood.
Yep.
And there was a great bunch of people there. Characters galore would turn up. And you would just bring them all into the fold, wouldn't you? You had that knack of...
Hi, old cap, darling.
You had that knack of making them feel like they're part of the family.
Yeah.
It was a family, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a gift. Yeah, you're right. That's a gift. A lot of them came through my gift of rant. My gift of reaching out to people.
Yeah. We are now at the end of Soy 13, all right? We're going to go have breakfast, all right, down that soy there at one of the best places in town.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to buy you the best breakfasts in town. Ooh.
Do you want to sign off with me dipping in the sea?
I suspect that. Well, I don't know. You could do.
A quick dip.
Anyway, as a special thank you for you joining me on this beach walk this morning, right? And let me just say, it's always a pleasure to be around you, Paul, because you are an inspiration, I think, not
Thank
just
you.
to me, but to everybody.
Well, look, I'm going to round it off for Barry to show him why I started travelling was to do with swimming in all the oceans.
You're going in.
So we're going to have a quick...
He's going in. He's going in. He's going. He's doing it. Watch out, girls.
Oh, this is...
He's going in. He's going in.